right, listen up, because I ain't gonna say this twice. Court is in session, and the defendant today is every two-faced, phony patriot who thinks they can lecture us on how to be American. You know what really burns my fucking cannoli? It's this guy, Ben Shapiro, this smirky, fast-talking little wise-ass, getting on his high horse and telling real Americans, people who built this country, whose families bled for it, that if they can't afford to live in New York or LA anymore, they should just get lost. Get lost? From your own home? From the neighborhood your grandfather built? Buddy, you get lost. You and every other Israel first, America last empty suit who forgot what it means to actually be loyal to the fucking country that gave you a microphone and a platform in the first place. You're a guest in this house, and you're telling the owners to leave? The balls on this guy. Let me get this straight, Ben, because I want the jury to hear this contradiction loud and clear. If a broke single mom in Brooklyn, whose family has lived there for 100 years, asks for a little help, a little breathing room, your answer is, you're not promised anything. Get lost. Go live on an oil rig. But if some foreign country, your favorite one, needs billions of our dollars for their health care, for their military, for their Iron Dome, suddenly your ass is sprinting to Congress with a fucking blank checkbook, screaming about our moral obligation. Oh, but that's different, right? Because that country matters to you. Their blood and soil matters. But American blood? American soil? Nah, not so much. For us, it's just a marketplace, an adventure. We're just the wallet, the ATM for your real homeland. I grew up with guys who bled for this country, who worked their whole lives in factories and on docks. And now their kids and their grandkids are being told, sorry, you've been priced out. Move to Ohio? If the rent goes up? Nah. We're not playing that game anymore. You don't get to tell a family whose roots in a neighborhood go back to the Mayflower that they're not entitled to live there. That ain't just real estate, pal. That's fucking heritage. That's community. That's a home. But here comes Ben with his $1 million smile, his fancy-ass vocabulary, and a big fat middle finger to the American working class. He's got the nerve to tell the heartland of this country that their connection to their own land is meaningless, while he champions an ethno-state on the other side of the world. And here's what really makes me lose my shit, the sheer, unmitigated hypocrisy. This is the same guy who will cry on camera if Israel stubs its fucking toe. The same guy who believes that country is entitled to our protection, our money, and our soldiers' lives. Their health care, paid for by us. Their missiles, supplied by us. Their entire national budget shortfall? No problem, Uncle Sam's ATM is always open 24/7. But the minute an American, a veteran sleeping on the street, a family bankrupted by medical bills, asks for a little help from their own fucking government, what do we get from Shapiro? Sorry, bro. Capitalism's tough. You're not owed anything. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Better luck next time. What the fuck kind of patriot is that? That's not a patriot. That's a traitor with a podcast. So let's be clear. Ben ain't an American first. He's Ben first, and Israel a very close second. He married an Israeli woman, brags about it, raises his Israeli kids, and then has the balls to turn around and lecture the rest of us about Judeo-Christian American values. What do you know about it? Your kids are citizens of another country. An American woman wasn't good enough for you? You had to import one? You ain't one of us, pal. You're just a guest with a microphone, a very loud, very annoying guest. And if you're gonna sit here and trash this country's people every week while waving another country's flag, then maybe you should be the one to buy the bus ticket. Go have your adventure of a lifetime somewhere else. He has the audacity to say that America's not a community, not a real nation, just a marketplace. A big globalist free-for-all. Ooh, how fucking convenient for him. That way, when the market fucks you, when your job gets shipped overseas, when your town gets hollowed out, it ain't anyone's problem. It's just creative destruction. That's not patriotism. That's a Wall Street pitch deck. It's a vulture capitalist's wet dream. America is more than just stock tickers and credit scores. It's a people. It's a culture. It's a heritage. And right now, those people are getting screwed by guys like him who talk fast, use big words, and deliver absolutely fucking nothing but contempt for the very people who make this country run. You know what your problem is, Ben? You and your whole crew of neocon phonies? You've never had to work a double shift to make rent. You've never had your hands dirty. You've never had to raise a family on tips and a prayer. You've never had to bury a cousin who served his country in some godforsaken desert while the government you worship sends billions of dollars to build schools and hospitals on the other side of the ocean. You talk about opportunity, but you're standing on the fucking backs of hard-working Americans to do it. You mock them for feeling displaced, for wanting to live near their ancestors' graves while you demand we protect another country's ancestral homeland with our own children's blood. The hypocrisy is breathtaking. So here's what I think. Here's my closing argument. If you don't believe that Americans deserve to live where they grew up, if you think American taxpayers should fund your favorite foreign ethno-state before we feed our own homeless veterans, if your primary loyalty lies across the sea instead of across the street, then you don't belong in any fucking conversation about this country's future. Go ahead. Take your fine suits, your smug fucking lectures, your big words, and your adventure of a lifetime, and shove them all in your Israeli luggage. Because we ain't moving. The real Americans are staying right here. You are. Chris Dallas, Celebrity Recreations. We ain't got time for fake two-faced patriots. Now hit that fucking subscribe button, like the video, comment below, and tell me what you think, and share this so others can see what this idiot sounds like before I pack your bags and move you to Ohio. Vinny, out.